What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Episode 55, I believe, of the Texans franchise, and it's been a crazy week, guys. I have been hard at work, if you can call it that, really. Going deep diving into this Madden 24 beta. Obviously, I can't share a whole lot with you guys. I probably will in a later video. Just a quick heads up on the Relo uniform experiment. This is one thing I will say is that's pretty much dead. I've been working on it for a long time, and this beta, it pretty much just removes all need for that video because everything is changing. I wish I could say it was a good way, but it's not necessarily a good way. It's a little bit more limited, but you can move more cities, and yeah, I'll get into that in another video. But just know that the relocation video, unfortunately, is probably not going to come out now, because now I know that none of these uniforms are going to matter in about 2 months, and it's just a lot of work, and I just don't know if it makes sense for me to go through all of the teams and put them all out with in 2 months nobody can use them anymore. But I've also been just deep diving the crap out of Madden 24, and once I get some clarity, I'm looking into it to make sure what I can talk about, what I can't talk about, because I'm not trying to get demonetized or a strike or in trouble or something weird like that. I will give you guys my impressions and my thoughts on what I'm seeing in there, what you guys can expect, and how this Madden 24 beta is going. But as of now, I'm back in the driver's seat for the Texans, and we are started on our first game of the regular season. We're going on the road to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. And this is the season that we're trying to get over this last hump. We made it to the big game last year. We couldn't get it done. Can we do it again? I would love for us to win a Super Bowl with this team before Madden 24 drops. That is the goal. I thought we would have one by now, to be quite honest with you guys. I really did, but it hasn't gotten to that point. So hopefully we can get that done and we can get a championship to Houston. Yeah, it's been a grind, but it's been worth it. I think we've had a lot of fun. Without further ado, let me get in, show you guys what this Jaguars team is looking like. We'll go over our team just for a quick recap for those who maybe didn't watch the offseason, didn't see some of the changes, and then we'll get into the game. So, of course, the Jaguars are led by Trevor Lawrence, 92 overall, 27 years old. He is an exceptional quarterback. They also have Travis Etienne Jr., who is a 95 overall. Mike Callaway will get playing time as the power back. He is their 1-2 punch for Etienne. Wide receiver, they have a pretty good room. Jimmy Ridley has turned into an absolute stud at a 96. Christian Kirk is still here at an 88 overall. And then they have some young guys here. Tyrone Thomas, Reggie Foster, Colin Fox, and Anthony Harper. All of these guys vying for playing time. It's going to be Thomas in the slot and Foster getting a chance as well. So a really young receiving core on this Jags team. And then same can be said for their tight ends. Danny Clinton is the starter, but they also have second-year man Luke Nichols behind him. And both are very agile. 86 speed for Nichols, 82 for Clinton, 86 excel for Clinton, 83 for Nichols. So we can expect some speed at the tight end position from them. Their offensive line is pretty good, led by Tyrone Moore, the left tackle. He's been here in his 5th season. Adrian McConnell in his 4th. Connor Williams, the veteran of the group. Andrew Woodward. Actually, I have Connor White starting. He was drafted last, so I put Connor White as the starter over Andrew Woodward. And then we have Jawan Taylor, who is another one of the veterans on this group. They also drafted Paul Parker this year, which I think is a really good transition for them, considering they have a good team, but they wanted to make sure they had coverage for when Jawan Taylor either moves on via free agency, trade, whatever the case is. So now they have their right tackle of the future in Paul Parker. At left end, it's still the veteran Harrison Phillips, down to an 81 now. They did draft Trey Lane, but as you can see, he is not anywhere near ready to start. And then they have Brandon Myers, who has shown to be a pretty big force against us at times and has been a very good addition to this defensive line. Devon Hamilton in the middle. Josh Allen, still the starter outside. Devin Lloyd, Chris Barnes, and then they have Jamie Neal, a second-year player. I have moved Jamie Neal to be the starter over Chris Barnes because it just makes too much sense. Why have a 29-year-old starting when this guy is so close? And look at that speed. 92 speed, 91 acceleration for this linebacker. So he definitely needed to see the field, and I made sure of that. And then Trayvon Walker on the outside. They have a really good secondary. Tyson Campbell leading it at a 94 overall. Marquestin Wise up to an 89. And then they brought in Marlon Humphrey, At 32 years old, he is going to be playing the nickel for them. So they have a great secondary, and then they still have Jannard Fuller and Vernon Ash behind them. Safeties are the same. Steve Santiago, who is now a superstar, he is an 84 overall. And then they brought in Alanoa Hufanga. I know I butchered that, but he is an awesome safety, played for the 49ers in the real life this past year, and he is up to an 85 as well. And then I'm not going to go over every position, but if there's any drastic changes that were done or something I feel necessary, I will mention it. So like for instance, us at receiver, Jason Dahl and Brian Stewart are now receiver 3s for us. One of these two guys is going to end up taking the reins. I think it's going to be Dahl first because he's been here longer. He's shown flashes. And, it was just time. We all know what happened to Nico Collins. He went over and he became a traitor with the Indianapolis Colts. We'll be facing him in the near future. We brought in George Money at left tackle this year in the first round. He is going to be replacing Laramie Tunsil. I'm not sure when, but I do know that Laramie Tunsil is not going to be here much longer. He's 33 now. He's still a great player, but he's just not going to be here full time. And we have pretty much every position figured out now on the offensive line. Now that Gary Samuel is here at the right guard position, I have to figure out what to do with Glenn McAllister. I've been considering moving him over to play something else, but right now our line is pretty much stacked, so we're just going to leave it play out as is. And then, of course, we have Kasim Branch over at the right tackle position. Now, I'm not sure if maybe at some point I have to decide if Tanley is the man here. I'm not 100% sure if he's going to be. This is his first season. And then we also have to decide soon, is Kenyon Green worth the money as well? We've seen before when we brought in Nate Davis and we brought in Eldon Jenkins in the first offseason, that even though we gave them big contracts, they had great overalls, they didn't exactly equal out to be great pieces. There was a lot of injury issues. We were still seeing them get beat routinely. So that's when we decided to move on from them and bring in McAllister and move on from them and bring Branch over here to start. And it has worked very well for us. So that might end up being the same course of action we take here with somebody like Kenyon Green or Adam Tanley. I'm not sure yet, but we'll find out. Our defense is the big change here. That was really because of Deshaun Brown. We brought Deshaun Brown in through free agency, the best pickup I think we have been able to make outside of John Franklin Myers. And the only reason I say the best is because of his age. He's only 26 years old. I think he's going to fit great in with our defensive line, and he's young enough to where we can hold on to him for a few years. In the middle, Alfonso Redmond is still the man. This is going to be a prove-it year, though, because he needs to stop getting injured. If he does not stop getting injured, we are going to have to start looking for a potential replacement for him. And that is precisely why Morgan Irving was brought in. Whether it's in the middle or it's on the outside, I think Irving has a really good future here. We also have Gregory Dean and, of course, Charles Omenihu, who loves to come in passing situations and play pretty well for us. Jonathan Grenard is out here. We have Pat Smith behind him. This is a big year for Pat Smith. I feel like he has the potential to take over for Grenard, and it's just a matter of time, in my opinion. But Grenard has always been such a good player. I don't want to just move on from him altogether. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like he's still a great player, and he still makes a big impact. So he needs to still stay on the field. But Pat Smith right now, I feel like is nipping at his heels, and we'll see if Grenard can continue playing at the level that we saw him play last year. In the middle, Devin White, Greenlaw, of course. But now with Betts being the shutdown, which doesn't matter anymore because of the new sliders, we don't have abilities, but just for the simple fact that he has an X factor, I don't know if it makes sense to not play him. It's a tough choice because while Greenlaw has played very well for us, Betts, in any situation, Betts should get the start. We'll see what happens. And then McManus, of course, still here. Not much at all changing here in the secondary. We did bring in a new safety, Devontae Hitchcock, in the draft. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to pan out for us considering his speed, but it is a very big year for Frank Bonner, in my opinion. I know we re-signed him. I understand that, but he's 26. He needs to take that next step if we are going to continue to not look for a safety. And look at what we got with Chambers. Chambers has been here for one season. He's already better than Bonner is. One season. Bonner is in his 5th season, and he's already a better overall than him. So that's what I was referring to in the offseason when it's like, is Bonner worth this, or do we need to replace him with somebody else? So right now, Bonner, you're on the hot seat, bud. Hopefully he can step up, because I do like him as a player, but We just haven't seen that next step out of him, much like we didn't with Petrie, and that's why Petrie is now a New Orleans Saint. Oh, we got some upgrades. Let's do these upgrades. I should probably do them before we get to the game. Oh, it's Marcus Felton. Perfect. We'll do slot for him. Get that route running up a little bit. 2 awareness, 2 medium, and a short. Okay, we'll take it. I gotta tell you guys, it's been a rather boring game so far. It's been nothing but defensive holds or defensive stops up until this point. I don't know, and this one might be too, but I've had to restart my intro to this game every drive, and it's sort of getting irritating. But hopefully, at some point, somebody does something that's worth keeping in this video. 2nd and 3, play action, Lawrence underneath the ATN, and he's got a first down to the 43. So it's been pretty much all defense. The offense will get one player here and there, but then the defense gets a play, makes a sack or two, and just throws it all off. And as you can see, Lawrence not having a great day. 7 of 12, 67 yards. And obviously, these are very drastic changes to the slider, so we're going to see these kind of fluctuations, which is fine with me. I'd rather see this than everybody going 20 of 22. So if it's a little shocking to your system after watching 23 gameplay, it's okay. This is different. Quarterbacks can miss throws. Plus, this is week 1, so people should be a little rusty. As Kirk gets the first down, and this is the farthest either team has gotten on the field. So 1st and 10, Jacksonville down to the 40. Lawrence back, under pressure. He finds Thomas again, and he'll get 5. Thomas has been the go-to in the slot. 3 catches, 16 yards. Nothing too crazy. As, oh, there he goes again. 4th catch. That one for a little bit more than 5. Finding some nice rhythm here on this 3rd drive out. We're almost to the end of the 1st quarter. Big drop back over the middle, wide open. It's Nichols, the 2nd-year tight end, down to the 14. Can they score before the end of the 1st? Here we go. Shotgun, going for the screen. He's got a screen, but no blockers. ETN had the screen, but no blockers. A lot of passing still. The sliders can't fix this passing. Oh, another screen. This time the blockers get out there, but they don't block McManus. That's got to be absolutely infuriating. Seeing those blockers out there. That was an easy touchdown, but McManus works his way through the traffic. As Lawrence going outside to Thomas, he makes the catch and he'll move the chains. Nice job making the play and just getting down. No need to risk getting the ball taken out of your hands. And ETN, he gets shut down behind the line, a loss of a couple as Franklin Myers makes his presence known. Would love to see us get a stand here. Hand off the fullback Westbrook, and he's down to the 3. 3rd and goal. Ooh, look at that. They have a little bunch that's split out to the right. Interesting. And they go right to it, but oh, there's a flag down and a pick. I don't know if that means it's a pass interference. What happened? And it is pass interference on Stingley. He must have cut the receiver off a little too early, and that's going to give the Jaguars 1st and goal from the 1. Oh, wow. That's unfortunate. Lawrence, nobody open. He's under pressure. Omenihu tracking him down. Him and McManus pushing him all the way back to the 14. That was a big play by our defense right there. What a pushback after the penalty. 2nd and goal. Lawrence under pressure again, and he goes down. Franklin Myers. We have pushed them all the way back to the 19. They started at the 1. Empty set for Lawrence. Defense feeling it a little bit, and Lawrence is going to take off with it, and that goes nowhere. What the hell was that? Okay, well, obviously we gave up the field goal, but after that pass interference, that was about the best we could have hoped for. And now we're out on offense here. 1st and 10, a little short throw to Pierman, who shoves off Josh Allen. There is a flag down, and it's roughing the passer. I did see somebody come in. They didn't seem that they were that late, but Watford is going to get called for the roughing the passer, which is going to put us out to the 44. Gilbert, hand off to Pierman, who gets a beautiful lane off the left side or right side. And he's fine. Oh, dang, that was a big hit. Was that necessary? I heard that. Did you guys hear that? I don't usually hear that in the headset, but I did. little angry, I guess. 1st and 10, go right back to him. Why not? And another big crease up the middle this time, and Pearman down to the 26. Offensive line doing a great job on this drive for the last 2 carries. 3rd, why not? But oh no, 3rd time's a charm for Jacksonville. As they saw it coming, they get back there, and Josh Allen brings him down at the line. Let's see what we do here on 2nd. Oh, we're gonna go play action. Maybe should have done that last play. Gilbert to the end zone, and it's intercepted! Picked off in the end zone. And I think it's Campbell, it is. And oh man, no flag to save us like it saved the Jaguars last drive. And Gilbert he took a chance with Poe, but I don't think Poe was ready for it. Campbell goes up. That's a great matchup to see. And well, right now, so far, Campbell is winning that battle. Gilbert over the middle to Walker, and Walker to the 48. Play action. And he's going to go right back to Pearman. Pearman trying to break past number 5. I'm not sure who that is off the top of my head. I think it might be, maybe it's Wise? I'm not sure. No, it's not. It's not Wise. Hand off to Pearman, though, on 3rd down. He gets the 1st down to the 31, 32. Offense clicking here on this drive, down to the 32, in field goal range. Blitz coming, we pick it up. Over the middle, beautiful shot to Stewart, who breaks off of 1, and he's down to the 13. Here we go again, another blitz by Lloyd. We pick it up again, but do we get rid of it? We do, and it's a touchdown. Pearman coming back for it, and we're gonna take the lead. All right, well, after a quick 3-and-out by Jacksonville and a bad punt, we actually have a chance here to add more points before half, as Dahl gets open over the middle down to the 36. We spend our 2nd timeout, and now we're really one decent 5-yard play away from being in decent field goal range here. And there, oh, really? You just had to get 3 instead, right? You just had to get 3 instead. Come on, call a play. Come on. 2nd and 7. Gilbert over the middle, and Pearman 2 times in a row. It should be good enough, though, to give us a shot for a 50-yard field goal going into halftime. All right, so we were able to get a field goal right before halftime, bringing it 10-3. And now we're going to get a chance to open up this second half. Gilbert, he's taking a shot downfield. Stewart there, he makes the catch, and he's gone! Brian Stewart! Holy cow, what a play to open up this second half. Stewart went right over the top of the safety and uses his 97 speed to outrun Santiago to the end zone. Wow. That's how you open it up. Gilbert letting it fly on the first play. That was a crazy call. And that's going to make it 17-3, 3rd and 9. They could force a really quick 3-and-out here. And they will not, though, because Poe ends up being wide open out across the 40. He's been getting sort of strapped a little bit today. And there goes Pearman up the middle, another gain of 10. He has definitely had his work cut out for him against Tyson Campbell, that's for sure. I formation for Sweet. We're going to throw it. A quick drop back. Gilbert, nowhere to go. Backpedaling. Fires to the right, and it is caught by Poe. No! He didn't get his foot down. Oh, my God. How do you not get your foot down there? And now he's taking a shot to Poe again. This time, he gets his feet down. What a catch. I mean, it makes you think, though, how do you not get your foot down for the last play, but you get your foot down for that? Jacksonville is going to challenge, and that foot is extremely close to the out-of-bounds marker. Let's see. Oh, I think he's out. Oh, yeah, he's out. And, yeah, they are going to call it back. Good challenge by Jacksonville, because that foot was barely out, but it was out. And now 3rd and 10. That's a very important call there. And it doesn't matter, though, because Dahl comes open in the seam down to the 23-yard line. Jason Dahl, we have some speedsters starting to make some plays now for us. Dahl, 96 speed, and Stewart, 97 speed. And that was part of the big reason I really wanted to get these guys on the field, because even if they're not the best in terms of route running, the ability they give us with speed really, really gives us something different. as Walsh gets the short pass there. Gain of 5, but yeah, I really like bringing that speed factor in. And here we go, 7 minutes left in this third quarter. Gilbert rolling out, lets it go, high points it, but Poe makes the catch. Almost sails over his head, and honestly, if he doesn't make that catch, that might have been an interception. There was a couple of defenders behind him. Now another handoff, Pierman trying to work his way through, but Walker extending to stop him from taking off any farther, and he will be forced down after 6. And now it's Sweet up the middle. He can't push his way anywhere, and he'll only get 2 yards. 3rd and 4. Jacksonville looking for a stand here. Stopping us for a field goal is very important, as what in the hell was that? That must have just been a very extravagant throwaway. But either way, we're going to have to settle for 3, and Jacksonville does stand the way they wanted to, but now can they come back, and can they start finding some rhythm? We've done a good job of forcing some pressure quite a bit to make some of these throws off target, and they picked up that blitz very nicely, and Kirk is left wide open. That's the problem. You know, if you send that blitz like we just did there, which I think was one of those overload blitzes, if you don't get through, somebody has to be open. You know, you just don't have the bodies on the field, and Jacksonville saw it. They picked it up beautifully, and it left Kirk wide open, so good play there. And now we got 2nd and 7. Lawrence going to drop back out of single back, and once again finds Kirk in the same area of the field. Stingley not covering him very well. I'm not sure why. Must just be one of those zone things. He's down below. He gets behind him, expecting the safety to pick him up. The safety doesn't drop down, and it's just left wide open. And this time, though, Lawrence, oh my God, somehow gets away and finds Ridley running across the middle of the field. Excellent job moving around the pocket by Trevor Lawrence. I mean, that was pretty to see. It looked like Franklin Myers was going to get the sack, but he just moves just enough. And now Thomas in motion. They're going to hand it off. Etienne down to the 5, and Devin White is down. Oh no. Jameel Betts will come in to sub him out, and hopefully this is not serious. Lawrence under pressure, gets rid of it. Etienne breaks off of one, down inside the 10, juking past another, and finally brought down at the 4-yard line. Let's see if they go with the power. No, they go fullback. It's Westbrook up the middle, and no. I thought he was in, but they're going to mark him just shy at the 1. Etienne comes back in. Oh, they're going for the pass. Ridley wide open. Where is Chambers going? Chambers never reacted to the slant route. He just left him go. And that's a touchdown for Jacksonville. After a short run of 1, we ended up ending the third quarter, and now it is 2nd and 9 here for Jacksonville. And another throwaway. Wow. Nope, he threw it to Thomas for a very short gain of 3. And yeah, so 3rd and 7, 8 catches, only 39 yards for Tyrone Thomas. And a quick throw, and oh, that's intercepted! Landry with the pick. He tries to force the slant route. Landry had inside shade on Ridley, and he jumps the route and gets the interception. What a play by the young corner. We're down to 6 minutes left. Gilbert's going to throw it for some idiotic reason. He's going to take a huge shot, and Walker makes a big catch down to the 6. Let me shut my mouth. It wasn't idiotic. It was well worth it. Just one-on-one once again, and you sort of have to take those chances when you see him. Oh, that's Mumphrey. Marlon Humphreys is number 5. Okay. Well, Humphreys got bagged by Walker, and now it's 1st and goal from the 6. 5:20 to go in ticking. Walsh in motion, handoff to Pierman. Pierman doing his most to not score a touchdown. He had 3 lanes that led straight to the end zone. He chose none of them. I love it. Oh, that's fixed, by the way, as well. Oh, is that a touchdown? No, but that's fixed. Madden 24, they fixed it. I'm telling you right. Well, they did for now. I don't know. They'll probably break it again like they have in the past before the game actually drops. But running backs know where to hit the hole now. So that's another good thing to see. Handoff, sweet. He might not get yards, but he'll get a touchdown. And that right there is definitely the dagger in this game. We're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to 1-0 after a road win. Two big upgrades after the game, Jameel Betts and Alex Poe. So let's go ahead and we're going to continue to do pass coverage for Betts because I want this guy to be a great coverage guy for us, even though I know that this game doesn't really allow people to be good in coverage at linebacker, but we're still going to do it. And then for Alex Poe, we're going to go deep threat again. I am desperately trying to get some more speed out of this guy. And we got it! Look at that, 1 to speed. There we go. Now he's up to 93 speed. Been working at that for a long time. That Excel won't come up though, which sucks, but we got some speed. Oh my God, we lost both of those guys for 4 weeks. Devin White and Gary Samuel, both out for the next 4 weeks. A broken thumb and a torn labrum. Dang, that is a rough start to the year. Well, it looks like Betts is gonna get some playing time. That's all I got for you guys today though. We took on the Jaguars, we get the win on the road. Now we are going back to Houston to take on the Colts. And you know we gotta see that game because it is the homecoming for Mr. Trader himself, Nico Collins, who went ahead and signed with the Colts in the offseason to be their number 1. We are going to watch that game for sure. But yes, as for this one, that's everything I got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on the bell notification to get plenty of Madden 24 news. Also, continue this series and the other series that I'm doing right now, which is the Viking series. And I'll see you guys next time.